We just want to watch our football and drink a beer and be left alone. That's all. It's all we ask. Is it so much? I've been saying this about sports for years. I was saying this when the NFL was trotting out Beyonce to do a Black Lives Matter routine during halftime. Right? Or Katy Perry, who's a very political person, right? I've been saying this for a long time. Let me watch my sports and leave me alone. And they won't do it. And now Trump has just taken it to the next level. He's just taken it to the logical next step. And now everybody's mad. Okay, and now we have nothing to talk about. The ratings for the NFL are going to tank because the NFL is going to defend its players. People are going to get mad. They don't want to watch the players kneel for the anthem. They think it's unpatriotic because it is. Now, there are people who say it's not unpatriotic for two reasons. One is when you kneel for the anthem, then you're really kneeling because you respect the anthem. Right? It's because you respect the anthem so much and we're not living up to it. Okay, this I think is a poor argument. This runs in the same category as people who say that burning the flag is showing the highest form of respect to the flag. Because we're burning the flag to show the flag doesn't live up to what we think it should live up to. Okay, that's not really what kneeling for the anthem shows. Okay, the other thing is a little more understandable. That is, it's not unpatriotic to kneel because we're not kneeling because we don't like the anthem or the flag. We're kneeling because we want to show Trump that he can't tell people not to kneel. Okay, again, stupid but not unpatriotic. But what a lot of people in the middle of the country see is people kneeling during the anthem. Here is what people see, and you're going to see what you want to see, right? Here's what you're going to see. LaShawn McCoy, right, who is a running back for the Buffalo Bills. This is what he was doing during the national anthem. Not even kneeling, stretching. Okay, that's a garbage thing to do. I don't care what reason you're doing that for. Stretching during the national anthem is a garbage thing to do. It's not even kneeling, right? Kneeling is bad enough. But stretching is really just you being a garbage person. So President Trump thanks LaShawn McCoy for his campaign donation 2020. Because I promise you, this helps Trump. This helps Trump. And then it becomes a big thing, right? You've got national anthem singers who are kneeling. You had one do it at the Seahawks-Titans game. Right, so you've got the color guard out there, and the color guard is out. These are men and women serving in our American military, standing there for the flag, and the national anthem singer is kneeling in front of the people who are willing to spend their lives and their lifeblood protecting that flag in this national anthem. It's gross. After singing, they kneel, because we have to show that kneeling is important. Kneeling is not important. Again, you want to show solidarity with the players, don't kneel. Just hold hands with them while they kneel. Right? Or if you're going to lock arms, locking arms, as Trump himself said, and I think he's right, locking arms, fine. Right? We're all part of the same country. As Lincoln said, we must be friends, not enemies. We must be brothers, not enemies. Okay, here's another national anthem singer kneeling. Again, this is at Detroit and Atlanta.
And of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, so there are a lot of places where people were booed, right? The Patriots, for example, were booed. A bunch of them kneeled, and the crowd booed them, which I think is totally appropriate. You can hear them booing the players, right? This is what Trump has done, and this is what the left fell right into. Trump said, if you kneel, you're unpatriotic, and you should be fired. And a bunch of people said on the left, okay, fine, then we'll all kneel. So what are you doing? You're alienating your own audience. Here's a montage of all the players around the NFL kneeling. Okay, you can see this is the Cleveland Browns who knelt, and then just kept kneeling throughout the game because they stink. Here's LaShawn McCoy, and here's the Jaguars. Right, there's the Atlanta Falcons. So some people were locking arms. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how this breaks down because of what Trump did. Instead of this being a debate about kneeling, about police brutality, it's turned into a debate about the national anthem itself and about Trump. Trump has taken what was a tiny protest movement and turned it huge, and in the process polarized the country in a politically intelligent way, but in a way that's not very good for the country. So the big hero of yesterday, when all was said and done, was not any of the players who were kneeling. It was one player on the Pittsburgh Steelers. His name is Alejandro Villanueva. He did 3 tours, I believe, in Iraq and Afghanistan. And he is a West Point graduate. He's an offensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The entire Pittsburgh Steelers team decided that it was necessary not to come out for the national anthem over all of this stupidity. And the entire Pittsburgh Steelers team stayed in the locker room, except for Villanueva, who served in the line of duty in order to protect this national anthem and protect this flag. And here is some video of Villanueva standing for the anthem.
For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets with a
So Chicago Bears, they came out and they all linked arms. It didn't kneel. The only player on the Steelers who came out was this guy, because he served in the military. His jersey sales, no one's ever heard of him. His jersey sales immediately skyrocketed to number 6. That's good. He is the hero of the day. And if you're an NFL fan, I recommend that you go online right now and buy a Villanueva jersey. Let's send it all the way to number 1. I'd like to see that be the number 1 selling jersey. Not Tom Brady, not Aaron Rodgers, this nearly anonymous offensive tackle who served in our military and stood up for the national anthem and the flag. Let's do that. So go over to your online, wherever you get your jerseys online, and go find Villanueva's jersey and buy one. Because I think that the more Americans wear the Villanueva jersey, the better off we are. Obviously, this guy is the hero of the day, and this is the new debate, right? Trump got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He wanted us to be saying that the heroes of the day are the people who stood for the anthem and the people who weren't kneel, because that's what we felt before. But now a lot more people are kneeling because they don't like Trump. And you can see the virtue signaling stupidity of the left here. I mean, it really is astonishing. Alyssa Milano, right, the actress, she took a picture of her kid kneeling, because there's nothing better than politicizing your own child. I know, it's just wonderful. I really object to this. As I say, I have 2 kids under 4. I keep them separate from politics. I don't even put pictures online of them. People who are willing to use their kids for this kind of stuff, I really don't like it. Alyssa Milano tweeted, "Thank you, Donald Trump, for giving me opportunities to teach my children the difference between right and wrong. Hashtag take the knee." Okay, so what does Alyssa Milano object to? Does she object to President Trump saying that people who kneel for the anthem are SOBs? Is that what she objects to? Or does she object to the President of the United States saying they should be fired? If the latter, then what I would like to know from Alyssa Milano is, does she stand up for the rights of people to speak at Berkeley? Does she stand up for the rights of people to work at Mozilla Firefox? Does she stand up for the rights of people to continue working at their bakery if they don't wish to service a same-sex wedding? Like, how much freedom in the workplace is Alyssa Milano for, or is this just, virtue signaling? I think we all know the answer. Stevie Wonder did the same routine. Stevie Wonder got down on one knee as well, so it's become a big cultural thing now.
Tonight, I'm taking a knee for America.
Well, kinda. There's a risky business there.
But not just one knee. I'm taking both knees.
I have a Monica Lewinsky joke here I won't tell. But in any case, the idea that this is somehow doing some sort of great service to the United States, for the United States. If you're praying for America, that's one thing. That's normally what we mean when we kneel. But this idea that we all have to take a knee for America, that this is our solidarity is protesting the anthem. So American solidarity now is protesting the things that we stand for. That's weird. My favorite one of these, by the way, was this surgeon who's his name is Eugene Gu, MD, and he says, "I'm an Asian American doctor, and today I take the knee to fight white supremacy." This currently has 117,000 likes on Twitter. Eugene Gu is a surgeon scientist hoping to cure heart and kidney diseases in babies. He's blocked by President Trump. He's the president of Ganogen Inc. and Stanford and Duke Med School alum. Let me just say that if we're talking about institutional racism, I'm going to go with Eugene Gu does not really get to talk about that so much. Eugene Gu, as I say, went to Stanford and Duke Medical School. And let's be clear about this. 5% of the American population is Asian. 20% of med school graduates are Asian, last I checked. So if we're talking about institutional racism, I think they keep picking poor examples. So all of this redounds to Trump's benefit. This is the amazing thing, right? If you're a Trump fan, then you like all this. If you're a big Trump fan, you like all this. Not because you care about, not because of what it does to the country. I think it's terrible for the country. But if you think that Trump needs political support, the best way to earn political support is to play this game that they like to call kind of political sumo wrestling. So sumo wrestling is about you get the person in the circle with you, and then you throw them out of the circle, right? You get your enemy in the circle with you, and then you throw them out of the circle. So what that means politically is you get everybody to agree to a certain proposition, and then you take your enemy and you throw them out of the circle. They don't believe in that proposition. Most people in America like the anthem. Most people in America like the flag. If you get your enemy somehow to make the idiotic mistake of somehow saying, I hate the flag, I hate the anthem, you have won. And that's what Trump inadvertently did because the left is so damn stupid. I mean, so unbelievably stupid. Like, light years of stupid. Basically, the left does something dumb with the anthem. Trump does something dumber with regard to the anthem. And then the left does something even dumber. We are now in an endless vortex of stupid. Okay, we have not yet, it's a black hole of stupid, and eventually we will emerge on the other side. Mitt Romney will have been elected in 2012. When we emerge on the other side of that wormhole. That's how dumb everything is. It didn't end there, by the way. Trump is now in a fight with members of the NBA as well. So Steph Curry said that he wasn't going to go to the White House to meet Trump. Okay, as I've said before, I think players have a right to do this. I think Tim Thomas did that, the goalie for the Boston Bruins. He did that with Obama because he's a pro-life guy and Obama's pro-choice. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Steph Curry said he didn't want to meet Trump. So Trump, instead of accepting that with good grace or just moving on and saying, that's too bad, I really would have liked to meet him, just being gentlemanly, instead Trump does what he always does, which is, you can't quit, you're fired. Right? He tweets out, going to the White House is considered a great honor for a championship team. Steph Curry is hesitating, therefore invitation is withdrawn. He wasn't hesitating. He said he wasn't going to come. So, again, that's the same thing that Trump did with his Economic and Jobs Advisory Council. You remember this. After Charlottesville, all of them quit, and he said, you can't quit. I've disbanded your council. Now, so Curry immediately responded by taking the high road. He said, this is beneath the president. So, yeah.
It's kind of, surreal, to be honest. Just, I don't know, why he feels the need to target certain individuals rather than others. I have an idea of why, but it's kind of it's just kind of beneath, I think, a leader of a country to go that route. It's not what leaders do. So
the left loves this battle. LeBron James also sounds it off because we definitely needed the king to sound off on all of this. Our lives would not be complete without LeBron James' political commentary. Here he is.
Just a little frustrated, man. Just because this guy that we've put in charge has tried to divide us once again. And obviously, we all know what happened with Charlottesville and the divide that caused. And now it's even hitting more home for me now, even more because he's now using sports as the platform to try to divide us.
Right. Okay. So, I love again that LeBron James had no problem with Colin Kaepernick dividing us or President Obama dividing us, but Trump is the one who's dividing us. And this is the point. Okay. We are now living, Dwight Eisenhower talked about the idea of this military-industrial complex. We're going to get into wars that were stupid because we have this military-industrial complex that has an interest in building up our armaments and then using them. So we'll get into wars that are dumb. This is what Eisenhower said in his farewell address in 1961. Okay. Well, when it comes to political cultural entertainment, we have a political entertainment wing, a political entertainment complex that has an interest in culture wars, stupid culture wars that don't benefit anyone except the politicians and the cultural figures. That's it. They don't benefit Americans. They don't help the country. They don't tie us closer together. They divide us. Right now, we're supposed to choose sports. Like if you love America, you're supposed to choose NASCAR. And if you hate Trump, you're supposed to choose the NFL and the NBA. This is the game that we're going to play now. The only people who benefit from this are cultural figures who get to feel very special about themselves and feel like they are culturally and politically important, and political figures like President Trump who get to make hay off of this. Now, the left is okay with this because the left dominates the culture, right? This is a point Ross Douthat has made over at the New York Times. He says the left, we've never had a greater dichotomy between politics and culture. The right is dominating politics and the left is dominating the culture, and that's because they act off of each other. Politics is people reacting to culture, and culture is people reacting to politics. But they also are clutched in this love embrace, right? Where Trump loves this. It's great for him politically. And the left loves this culturally because it's great for them culturally. They get to complain about America and talk about how terrible it is and talk about Trump and win some adherents and fans and double down with their own base. Everyone wins with their base. The middle of the country, everybody who just wants a better country where we can live together and respect each other's opinions, we all hate each other and we think that we're jerks now. Like it's made everything significantly worse, this political entertainment complex. As I tweeted yesterday, politics and entertainment copulated, and now they both have syphilitic brain disease. Politics has become infused with entertainment-oriented stupidity, and entertainment has become oriented with politically oriented stupidity, and that means that both are worse off.